Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight we're going to be talking about content creation resources, and I'm super excited. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Adri, and I'm here collaborating with Denise. So I'll have her introduce herself.
Now, good night, my loves. I hope you're doing amazing. My name is Denise Rivera. I'm from Puerto Rico, been in the business for 2 years now. And we're here collaborating and talking to you a little bit about our apps and techniques on how to do content creation and a little bit more than that.
So let's get into it. So we're gonna have some workshop reminders, which is just like general housekeeping. Keep on mute, utilize the chat room for questions. We're gonna have Q&A at the end. Turn on your cameras if you can, be present. I always say how you show up to calls is how you show up to your business. And send out a quick reminder to your teams if you see anybody who has been struggling with content. Always ask us questions about content, make sure that they're on here. And it is being recorded too. Tonight, we're going to be talking about apps to download for content. We're going to be chatting about highlights and features, content creation, content for VIPs, content for MPs, how to repurpose your content, and recycling ideas so that you never run out of what to post. So, okay, awesome. Can't wait to see your face. This is us. If you guys don't already follow me, at Unapologetically Adri, Denise is at Drapuesta. And so, you guys can do that. You maybe get inspired by our content too. Something I want to start out with is, who are you creating content for, right? So this may be like an avatar or an ideal client, but somebody that you have in mind when you're creating content, because you need to know who you're serving. So the way that I like to put it is, how are you gonna serve or attract them without knowing what you're looking for? So the way that I think of it when I'm creating my content is, who was I before coming across this business or coming across these products? I don't know how many of you were on the call last night with I think her name is Antonella Bellacore. And she did that call with Isa on Reels, and she gave a formula which I plus E equals E. So I stands for inform. So inform plus educate equals empowerment. Why do I feel so connected to them? Why do I feel like I know them, right? So when you have somebody that you follow on socials and you're like, oh my God, they feel like my BFF, like it kind of feels like I'm FaceTiming them, or I kind of feel like I'm watching a reality show of their life, right? Think about ways to make that same relationship with you and your audience, right? Do they know who you are, right? What are you sharing? So the example I gave on the last call was like, my audience, like, if you know me, I hate exercise. Like, it costs so much for me to go on a 30-minute walk outside. I don't like leaving my house. I don't like exercising. Like, everything hurts when I exercise. And so if I go talking about fitness, if I talk about, how to lose weight, how to move your body, my audience knows that's not coming from a genuine place, right? Unless I frame it in the sense of, I want to move my body a little bit more, come on my journey with me, right? I'm inviting them to follow me along. Another way to think of it is, if I'm 23 years old, right? Never had a kid. I'm not pregnant. So if I go up to somebody who's pregnant, or if I go up to a mom and I tell them, this is how you should be raising your kids, you can use this product for your face. It works great during pregnancy. Like that, I can't do that. I'm not relating to her, right? She's going to look at me like, who are you to tell me how to raise my kids? And she's going to slap me in the face, right? So it's kind of like the mentality that I wanted to have you guys in when creating content, right? Make sure you're not delivering unsolicited advice. Make sure you're coming from a genuine place, because if not, like, that's where when it's like, when things are ingenuine, that's where you get like friction and tension, and that's where that ick from sales comes in, right? So for example, like, my hair is wavy, my hair is not really curly, so if I go over here like, oh, follow me for curl tips, right? Because I'm trying to sell the curl cream, that's super ingenuine. That is not going to help me. I'm not going to connect with anybody. People are going to be like, you're literally crazy, right? If I'm over here like, oh, I'm selling tanning oil, I don't need it. Like, people are going to be like, what the hell? So that's what you want to keep in mind, because we're social selling. We're not selling, right? Like, this isn't a retail store. Here, you're inviting people into your home and recommending them with things. So we're going to be chatting about the different apps that we can use on social media, and we have them divided into different sections. So Denise is going to be talking about image editing apps.
Yes, this is just to start. We have a bunch of options. Remember that you don't need all of them. This is just a guide, so you get to pick and choose and get to explore what you actually like to use. One of the all-time favorites is Tessa. I was mentioning in the previous call that it is made by a professional photographer, so it's really well made. The filters that are included in this app are bomb. But remember, when you use filters or presets, it's easy to get caught up on the fact that they are already made to make your pictures look like aesthetically pleasing. However, if you took a picture like outside in the daylight, then you take a picture in the bathroom, then you take a picture, I don't know, in a forest, they don't have the same lighting, they don't have the same environment, so they're not gonna look the same with the same filter. So make sure to make your tricks as you need in order to make it work. Tessa has a free option with a couple of presets that are pretty good, but they have paid as options. So you get to pick how many features you want in the app. Then you have Snapseed, which is free and is amazing because in this one you get to select the items like elements that you don't want to see in the picture. Like when you get pictures in a crowded space and you don't want any of those people to be in the picture, just delete them. You don't need Photoshop. You can do it in Snapseed. And then you have Lightroom, which is like a higher version on how to use presets, which is amazing. You were mentioning before Isa's presets, which they're pretty good. You can use them in Lightroom. However, you get to pay $10 a month in order to make it work for you. But if not, Tessa is amazing. That works and nothing to be paid if you don't want to.
Yeah, like I think personally, I share that Tesla is way user friendly, and I feel like now that I have a handle on my content, I try out Lightroom. So like I don't pay for Lightroom, but I do pay for the preset bundles. But it does take like those things you have to upload and like save them, so it takes a little bit more work up front. Tezza is literally you put your photo in there, you pick the preset, and boom, you upload it to your camera roll. So I definitely love it. If you're somebody who's on the go, wants something a little different, this helps with that aesthetic and that like cohesive look of the feeds and stuff. So I love Tezza. Plus, like if you pay additionally, you can do little features with video editing. So like if you ever seen stop motion, that's not when people do. It's not necessarily slow mo, but when it looks like the image is cut, that is done in Tezza. You know, when they do like the little vignette, they do different frames, they do specs, dust, like all that extra feature is done in Tezza. So, oh, sorry, I went backwards. We just want to give you options, but really also like you have options out there, but if you want it simple, like go with Tezza, you know. Next up, video editing apps.
Now here, we are mentioning a couple of video editing apps because keep in mind that social media is now moving to video content, and this is because of TikTok. Let's be real. It's taking over the social media game and making it completely new. So if you're not on TikTok, I suggest that you are, but if you're not and you're not planning on, just take ideas from it because pretty much every single social media app is moving towards this video content. Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. Snapchat, it's coming back too. So you need to create content in video form, and these are the apps that I suggest that you try in order to edit your videos. InShot is for dummies. This is the easiest one. It has a free version. You have a paid version too with a 7-day trial. This is just for more features, but with the free version, you're completely fine. You don't need anything else. Then you have CapCut, which is one of the favorites for TikTok editing videos, because it allows you like to cut, yeah,
The
precisely
overlay.
cut like the videos
Yeah.
on time. Like it's really, really good. It's like a higher version of InShot, but
Mhm.
I mean, it's like the favorite for TikTok pretty much. And then you have Video Lip, which basically the main feature that I would like to mention is that you get to clone yourself in the video. So that's pretty cool, but it's paying. CapCut is free, so you pretty much can play with CapCut and do everything there, or InShot. And then we have Visco, which is really good for photo and video. However, it has annual membership, and I used it like 2 years ago. It was pretty good, but I haven't used it since then. But a suggestion, you can check it out.
So I personally love InShot, and the reason is because InShot, the basic version, I think it comes with like a watermark, but I paid $1.99 to get rid of the watermark, and I never paid anything for the app again. I literally use it. It has the most fun transitions for like your video, and like Denise said, short form video is just driven on every single platform, you know, and I feel like it's getting shorter and shorter and shorter. So it's like even like a 3-minute video is considered too long for some people. And right now we're in like an age where you really need to be catching the eye of the consumer, which is done short form video. It's done with a lot of transitions and keeping things nice and tight. So that's why I love InShot. And the one thing I had wanted to add was like, oh, you can do voiceovers in there. So what I do with my content, because when I was first starting Reels, I was creating them directly in like the Reels app or like in Reels and Instagram. But the thing is, when Instagram glitches, I lose all of my stuff. Like I lose my drafts. So I learned to save them to my camera roll, but that's why I like editing in InShot, because then all my reels and my TikToks are in there. And what I do is like I post a reel to TikTok, or I post a TikTok to reels. I repost it on Facebook. I repost it on YouTube Shorts, and I'm repurposing that content over and over. So something that like I did once can serve me 4 to 5 different times, right? So something to also keep in mind.
Yeah. Then we have the link in the linking apps, like to make your link in bio.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of options. However, these are the easiest ones, and they have different features. Milkshake is pretty much a mini website. You get to present your story, put some links for people to connect to your quiz, to connect to your website directly and enroll themselves. You get to maybe make a session on favorite products too, with links to the articles. I did that before. So it's pretty awesome. It's free, and you get to customize it with your brand too. So your colors, your favorite fonts, and make it consistent. Then we have.
I just want to add real quick, because I know like a lot of people use Linktree, but I'm a fan of Milkshake, because I feel like you can tell a story more, and like Denise shared, like you're more creative, you have more options there. And she's gonna share in a second about Unfold, but with those two, those are super customizable, because I think Unfold you can add photos to the links, right? Linktree you can't. Like Linktree is just words. So talk about Unfold.
Yes, Unfold is opposite kind of to Milkshake, because Milkshake is more fun, creative, colorful. It has some templates that you get to customize, still be colorful. Then you have the minimal version on Unfold. Unfold is just like, still has templates, but it's more like a blank canvas. It's so simple, so minimal. So if you don't like to play a lot, you want something easy to grab and just put the links out there, Unfold pretty much will be your option. Here you get to customize it too. If you pay on the on the subscription, they have the free version, but if you pay, you get to actually customize further your branding. But in Milkshake, you don't have to. I have right now the on full one, and it works pretty well. It has a lot of space to put links. I added 2 YouTube videos from Monet, one for the Purchase Plus and the other one with why to join Monet. So it's right up there. Like, people go to my link and the first thing they see is Monet videos. So they already know, oh, she works with Monet. Let me see what is this about. Right after, I have a brief of my story. I wrote down a little piece of me, and then I added links to my other social media, and then the links that I want people to go to, like the quiz. I have one for my affiliate links to other stuff, because girl had to make money, all the ways possible. And pretty much that's it. But it has a lot of options, and I'm not paying anything for that. I pay like $9.99 one time, and it was just to have more templates available for me, but not for the link in bio. That's already in the app. How many links I can add, I will tell you right now, because I have the maximum in my link right now. So I made sure of that. But actually, the recommendation is 5 links. One that is for your quizzes, one directly to your website, another one for your affiliate links or other stuff that you want to link people to, and one that is a video, like maybe a link directly to one of your reels, or a link to a YouTube video. Maybe that will be ideal, but I'm gonna tell you how many you can.
Yeah, I didn't talk about this on the other call, but make sure you have like a third party validation. I'll talk about that later when it comes to actual content, but I also have like a Who Is Money, and I have the video of the Urdaneta family telling their story of the company, because people are nosy. You probably already know this, but people literally will go back scrolling through your stuff, through your highlights and everything, and it helps when they scroll in your links and they're like, oh, let me just see the hair quiz, let me see the work with me quiz, whatever, like what is this? And they click and they see, okay, what is money? And they learn a little bit more, and then they're like, I didn't know that,
Yeah. Can you make me a host so I can share?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me see if I'm in 2 accounts right now. So would be not the one that you're seeing me, the one that says my name.
Okay.
Only that has my picture.
So I think from the other account you have
Wait, I have to do it. I'm sorry, guys. This is beginners thing. What I did here. Make a host. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Share screen real quick. Okay. So I'm gonna go to my Instagram so you get to see it, how it actually looks. Let me get out of here. So this is my profile, bio.site, says whatever I put there, my name. I customized the pictures that I wanted to see, the banner, I customized that, and then I added these videos. Oh, I have the Monet Gratitude now. And the Beautiful Lives by Monet, I switched them. Then I have the links to
what makes
my
life
other
beautiful?
social media.
Well,
if you see, it plays automatically, and it's from YouTube. Then I have brief of my story, who I am, and then I have the links. Right now I have 7, but I'm pretty sure I can add more. It will tell you when you're up to the maximum. It will tell you that you're reach out your maximum that you have to pay. But this is it. So from here, it takes you to the beauty consultation, whatever you have in there. But here they will play automatically. This is on fall. I had it before on Milkshake, but I have that one on, actually, wait, I'm gonna show you how it looks on Milkshake real quick. Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna switch to my other account. This one I customized it. It's pretty plain because I wanted it like that, but you get to play more if you want. And here I wrote like an about, added all the links that I wanted, and then the links that I needed. So from here, you get to see, okay? You get to link all of those. Let me go back. If I go to the links, it works the same way. But with us, this is actually one of the forms on how to make your like quiz. This is one of the things that you can add to your LinkedIn bio. So this is a form on Hotform instead of Google form. And then I customize it here. So you get to see there are other options. Keep going. Let me see.
Are you making host?
Yeah. Let me see where I'm host. Okay,
Or
I'm
Denise.
host here.
What was the, I'm sorry to interrupt, what was the forms you used there? Because I used the Google forms for Linktree and I found it like very time consuming. Okay, job form.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat. So there's different ones. There's another one called Typeform, but the one that she used is Jotform, and she says she likes it a lot more because the Typeform like limits the amount of questions or limits the amount of surveys you can have.
Yes, it limits you like the amount of questions, I'm pretty sure. So that one I use Hotform, but in my personal account, which I promote there Monet, I use Google Forms because I get to ask more questions, write a story, and it's like it's time consuming at first, but it's the common one. Like everyone has that one. But if you want something easy that people just like put their information and buy, Hotform is great, and you get to customize it too. Like I change the colors and typography, so you get to do that.
Yeah, like I think, to be honest, I think everything is like a personal preference because I noticed some people have like, they've made their own websites. So they'll have like the type form and then it like says, okay, it's 3 minutes to take the quiz or something. For me, I love Google Form because I have Gmail on my phone. I can edit it real quick. Like that literally lives on my phone and it's like universal. So I can log in on any device and it's automatically updated. And something new is like, I added an opportunity video to my Work With Me, like my Work With Me application, so that people can literally see like an opportunity video. I have one from like Brittany Sauer and Jacqueline Ortega, who are like the 2 top income earners. And if they have no idea what I do, not only do they read about it, but they hear from it from the 2 top income earners, so that I'm really only getting asked questions that like have to do with objections or like something random that they want to know, as opposed to having to explain over and over again, you know, like, what is it that you do? Because I've had people like fill out, they're like, oh, I just want to know what you do. So I filled out your thing. But let's get on with it. So like content creation, you're going to hear Canva over and over again. Canva is like, I think the one that the direction everybody is going in. I like it because it's a little bit more customizable. You have templates you can edit in there, but you can also create from scratch. Also Unfold, I started with Unfold. I think almost everybody started with Unfold. Those are different templates that you can go in there, different IG layouts. I love it. I still use it. If I find that, like, for example, a flash sale just dropped and I need to get my content out there quick, I'm in Unfold. If I want to take a little bit of time with it, customize it, I have a certain layout in my head I want to use, I go with Canva. And then Adobe XD, you want to share a little bit more about that?
Yeah, Adobe XD is like the higher and expensive version of a Canva. This is for people that actually likes to go extra on their aesthetics and how to create content, but Canva works as well. It's $12.99, the pro version, which I have, and allows you to have your brand kit accessible to keep everything uniform. Also lets you remove backgrounds, lets you edit. Well, in any version, you get to edit videos there and everything. The difference between Unfold and Canva, besides the price, will be pretty much that Unfold only gives you options for post in feed and stories. Canva gives you options for everything. Your own website, you can build it there. Your link in bio, your posts for stories, for reels, for anything, literally anything. And
Yeah. That's so true. So I feel like, I mean, honestly, some of these things overlap. So it's really like, I feel like your comfort level, like Denise made a good point that Canva offers scheduling content, but it's something I don't do, so I don't even think of it. Like I don't think of the Linktree because I've used so many of the other apps for so long. So it's really about finding your comfort level. But like the more you get the basics, the more you can build upon what you've already learned. So I honestly love it, this idea. I don't do it personally. I'm somebody who like uploads things in the moment. I kind of make my content in the moment. Sometimes I batch content, but I find that when I batch it, I tend to forget to post it. So I love the idea of scheduling your content. And here are a whole bunch of different apps that you can use. I know you said like the Facebook Business Suite is completely free, right?
Yes. This is like the genius one. I mean, you have Canva and it allows you to connect to more apps. However, the Facebook Business Suite is free and you get to post at the same time on Facebook, on Instagram. And for Instagram, it allows you to schedule for posting feed, reels. I'm pretty sure it allows you to do reels. I'm not sure about that one. And stories, like, I mean, you don't have to be talking the whole day. You can pre-record yourself and upload it there. And if you are on vacation, you have your stories already there. Just make sure to make it in schedule. Like, it's not that hard. Just record yourself like a long video, chop it out on Canva or CapCut, whatever, and the 15 seconds frame, and then upload it as a story. That's it.
And I really love this, like for people who are really tight on time, you know, they have like priorities, but they still want to prioritize their business with their schedule. Like this is honestly such a great idea that's super time saving because you're like front loading the work and then like you can set up different things throughout the month and that you don't have to worry about it. So I really love that idea. Now we're going to get into content for VIPs and MPs. I'm going to be going through like different templates. So I'm going to start with recruitment and I don't want you guys to worry because I'm going to be sending these out. I'm going to send these out on the chat. And these are just examples, right? So this is a little bit of a longer version. You can definitely do this in like a few slides, but I wanted to go through and show this with you because it's actually a template I made like a little while ago. But I have like a confession to tell you guys because I feel like people don't know this. I shared this on the last call. A lot of people look at my content, they're like, oh my God, I love your content. How did you do that? You guys, everything you see is not original. And it's not that I'm copycatting people, but I screenshot for inspo. I can't even tell you when it was donations. I had like 50,000 things in my camera roll and 25,000 were screenshots. Like, and it's that I like to screenshot like whatever content I see. It's a reel, it's a story, it's a feed post. I screenshot it, I save it in my camera roll. I have an album of content to recreate, even like in your saved folder on IG, you can save posts and bookmark them or save reels. I do that. And I have a folder for content to recreate. When I'm creating content, I split my screen. Half my screen is Canva and half my screen is like whatever I'm previewing. So if it's somebody's stories about the Rejuvenate oil, I have that half the screen. What do? I figure out my brand. What are the colors I'm using? What are the fonts I'm using? How am I setting it up, you know? Maybe they use Canva, maybe they use Unfold, you know? So this is how I do it, you know? Here we're talking about recruitment. So I'm focusing on what are they gonna gain from joining my team? What are the benefits that they have? Work from anywhere, get paid 5 times a month, unlimited income potential, right? Something has to change. People live in a cycle of thinking that they can live life the same way, complaining about stuff, and they're gonna get a different result. That's not how life works, right? If you don't like the result you're getting, something needs to give, right? Nothing changes if nothing changes. So you'd say, okay, this is what I'm looking for in my audience. Is there anyone who doesn't want to live paycheck to paycheck, right? Do they want to expand their income beyond their 9 to 5? Are they ready to work on their own terms? Do they need multiple streams of income? What misconceptions do they have? So something I like to focus on, you can do this with MP and VIP content, but focusing on what are misconceptions, what are pain points, what are objections that people have, because if you touch upon that in your content, you're not going to encounter that in your conversation, right? So when I have conversations with people and they tell me, oh, well, it's just a lot of money. Guess what I'm posting the next day? I'm posting about how long the shampoo lasts, right? What's the value? What's the cost compared of buying drugstore and how much you got to pay to fix your hair after the fact, right? Or and how much our products cost, you know? How much does a bottle of shampoo, of Pantene last in comparison to our products, right? If you're dyeing your hair and it costs $600, why are you using $12 shampoo? Like kind of focusing on that type of value. And so that's what we focus on when it comes to recruitment too, right? What are those pain points? Take them through your story. So this is like a little bit of a longer version in a recruitment post, but like I like to focus on 3 things when I'm sharing my story. And this has helped me in my lives, you guys. I used to have like 45-minute lives and hour lives when I'm going live with somebody, and my upline taught me this. She said, share where you were when you first started the business, what you've been able to achieve since you started the business, like what are your accomplishments, and then where is the business taking you? And when you focus on those 3 questions, your lives are going to go from 45 minutes to 15 minutes, you know? And this works with your content too, right? We're storytellers here. And that's the way I want you to, like, that's the mindset, the frame I want you to guys to have when you're sharing the business. So I shared my hair was damaged, right? My journey with this business actually starts with the products because I was a client for 8 months before I started the business, right? My hair needed the help. It was frizzy. It was damaged. Like I had split ends. I can't even tell you about it. Like it was embarrassing. And so I spent every month in the drugstore, the beauty supply, and I couldn't find something that worked for me, right? I decided to use the products. And when I was told to start the business, I actually thought it was a scam. So I think I mentioned that like 2 slides before, right? Before I started my business, I had a misconception about network marketing. I thought it was a scam. I thought only the lucky ones get to the top, right? All those misconceptions that you hear, you just put it into your content, right? Then what happens? I was coachable. I was hungry to learn, determined, dedicated, ready to give up my excuses, right? That also goes into the fact of the kind of people you're looking for. And obviously I have a version of this with my pictures on it, but because this is a template, I'm sending it out so you can just put in your pictures and edit the story. So what are my misconceptions, right? When you talk about the misconceptions, you're gonna say, okay, wrong, right? You can join my team and surpass me. So when people say, oh, well, it's a pyramid scheme, right? You just to get up higher, right? And that's the pyramid. You always the pyramid. No, because guess what? You can outrank your upline. You can outwork your upline. You can earn more money than your upline. And it's happened. I've seen it happen. Like everyone in the business works at their own pace, right? Your work determines your paycheck. My business is mine and your business is yours, right? If you decide to stop working for 2 months and I'm still working, consistency compounds. I'm going to surpass you, right? I'm here as a guide. I'm here as a mentor. I'm not here to work your business for you, right? I'm here to give you all the resources you need to have a successful social media business and use your socials for a business platform. So then getting back into the conceptions, a common one is I'm not a salesperson, right? Then what do we talk about? Social selling. Everybody is a salesperson. You sell yourself on a daily basis, whether or not you realize it, right? So something super common, the Netflix shows, the coffee. I don't even know, restaurants, bars, things that people do every single day. Boom, put it in there. The funny thing is, every time somebody posts something on their story, whether it's like Netflix, whether it's like their makeup, I'm like, oh my God, you'd be totally good at what I do. And it's something I wouldn't have dared to do when I first started. But the truth is like, guys, so many people do this on a daily basis and they don't get paid for it. Some people do it with really shitty products too, I'm not gonna lie to you. And they still don't get paid for it. But I'm like, hey, what do you believe that if you switch your products, you know, you can actually earn an income from it? Are the products in your bathroom earning you an income right now? Because my beauty products do. Look at the shine. Look at this length. Like, first, guys, I give myself the shittiest haircut and my hair still looks good. I cut my hair at home with my own scissors and my hair still looks good. Can you say the same? Like, that's kind of how you gotta come to people. So again, another objection, you'll never feel ready, right? You can share how much we've grown. So I put all our 8 countries here, right? We're in the US, UK, Canada, Poland, Ireland, Lithuania, Spain, Australia. Will you be next? That kind of gives that FOMO feel. So this is the end of that. And then at the end of this, I would put like, you had an opportunity video, you could put a business reel, you can add your work with me link, you know, like call to action basically, right? Now I kind of want to get into a little bit of product knowledge, like product knowledge, product highlights, and like flash sales. So I'm gonna do this one. I actually just posted this one today, and it was about the Rejuvenate oil. So hair health, right? When people say they want healthy hair but aren't using any products for a healthy scalp, that's a pain point, right? If this is you, please read this. That's kind of like an attention grabber. Do you have any of these? Breakage, fridge, over oily, over dry, lack of growth? Those are pain points that people may have, right? Those are different pain points, right? It's time to show your scalp some love. Now, I have a reel. Sorry, it's loud. I have a reel that I made that I actually edited for the purpose of this clip, because like IG only lets you do like the 15 slides, and it was like a minute long. But people are going to see this and immediately think of the reel I posted earlier this week, and they're going to go to that reel to see all the benefits of a Rejuvenate oil treatment. But I've been talking about Rejuvenate oil treatments for like the last 2 weeks on and off on my story. So before every wash, they already know what the oil does, right? And then that's a way of repurposing your content. So I'm repurposing a reel in my story content, right? I don't have to do extra work. That it changed the game for me and so many others. Click the link below to shop by yourself. So what I did on my stories was like I added a link to my Monet website, and it was like pulled up to the Rejuvenate oil page. Typically, I don't directly link my Monet website. Like usually I'll do like my hair quiz, but this is an exception, right? Like if you pull it up to your site and you do the Rejuvenate oil page, they can immediately go there and shop and buy it for themselves, right? I have some people who are self-sufficient and like to do that, and then I have some people who like the card to be sent to them. You'll learn your customers, you'll learn like the people you encounter, who wants the products. This one, I want to show this one. So this is an old flash sale that we had. How do I open this? And this is just an example I wanted to give when it comes to flash sales, because I know like a lot of us, especially when we have like the menus of different products that we share, like if you have like a healthy hair care menu, or the one we had that was like all the styling products or the shampoos. A lot of us are like, oh, you can buy the Renew shampoo, you could buy the Rejuvenate oil, but your customer doesn't know what it's going to do for them, right? So I like this example I had of this flash show we had back a few months ago here. So I had like different combos, but here we have the collagen, sleep drops, balance, and the Rejuvenate oil, right? So I explained the vegan collagen is building blocks for strong hair, skin, and nails. The sleep drops for brain health. The dual capsule pre and probiotic for gut health. The oil for 101 uses for hair and skin. So you're explaining the different benefits that each product has, instead of just being like, oh, you could get the collagen key, you can get the sleep drops because your audience only knows what you tell them, right? For the what is this called? The OFY, the free products, right? Instead of saying the Renew Shampoo and Replenish Mask, I say, oh, the free products are the Hydration Shampoo and the Repairing Hydrating Mask. That way they know what those benefits that they're going to get from the product instead of you explaining the features, right? So instead of you explaining like, oh, it's a rich shampoo that lathers really good and you're going to have like some shine, they know, okay, no, this is going to deliver hydration. And because you have dull, dry hair, that's what your scalp needs, you know? Then the idea of putting the little cart, they get to see the amount of savings they have, right? So they see the suggested retail price, they see their total after VIP discounts, so they know how much money you're saving them. That was for like a current VIP client, right? And then I added the total for the new client cart. Now, I think that probably one of the most common objections I get is price. So I like throwing the price out there because I find some people may be scared to tell you that they don't have the money for it. They may be scared to tell you that they can't afford it. So when you are upfront about the price and they see it, they'll be like, oh my God, can you do a price that works in my budget? Like, this is super close to something I could buy, you know, it's in my ballpark. Or, you know, like, can you do a cart with more products for me? Can you do a cart with less products for me? You know, it kind of opens up the conversation when they see a difference. And then these are just some other examples. So like the black shampoo, instead of saying like, oh, black shampoo or like men's shampoo, you say shampoo for hair growth, right? Face wash and scrub for a clean shave. Ugh, that was repeated twice there. Purifying face wash for a deep cleanse, cooling charcoal mask to refine pores, cream micro exfoliating scrub to brighten and energize skin, berry 2-in-1 exfoliating scrub and mask to smooth texture. You know, you see the difference in the way you're presenting the product instead of being like, oh yeah, I love my berry scrub. It's a 2-in-1 mask that helps me with my acne scars. You know, you're kind of like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say enticing, but like you're pulling them in a little bit more by letting them know how they're going to benefit from it, right? Focusing on the benefits. And you can do this, guys. If you're somebody who like doesn't know how to present the products when there's not a flash sale, you can create these kinds of bundles. Like they have the name, like the She's All That combo. You can create these kind of bundles and share like sales, because we have you can't call it a flash sale, but you can call it like a purchase plus sale, because we have purchase plus, right? So you can do this and be like, oh, you want a curly hair combo, you know, you're gonna do the Renew shampoo, the super moisture mask, the curl cream, and the oil stuff, different things that you know you can present systems. So like I did it here, this was for a flash sale, but you can use this example, right? The scalp scrub and the purifying shampoo. Flakiness, itchiness, oily buildup. The one step you're most likely skipping in your hair routine is focusing on exfoliating and cleansing your scalp, right? The scalp is one of the dirtiest places on the human body. It has tons of sweat glands. So like you get product buildup, you get oil, your follicles are clogged up. And a lot of people don't know that the secret to hair growth is scalp care. So you share about the shampoo and conditioner, add these two into your routine. If like your goals aren't being met, right? So I have a 3-step treatment for a scalp and hair reset. The first one is the oil treatment. They need the oil for that. The second one is the scalp scrub to exfoliate. I just told them why they need the scalp scrub, right? Then they're going to use the purifying shampoo to wash it out for a good cleanse. So they need these 3 products, right? I put them in a cart. They see what they're getting. They see the suggested retail price. They see the purchase plus discount and how much they pay. I'm saving them over $100 this weekend, right? Send me your email for a cart and boom, you see how quick that makes it? You don't need to ask them what they want. You don't need to tell them to take your hair quiz. Like this is a universal cart. Anybody can get this. Boom, I need your email. Send out the cart. I get a VIP in my email. Why can't I exit out? Okay, perfect. Then we have this one and one last one. So this is another example. And this is kind of like the importance of before and afters, right? The testimonials and third-party validation when it comes to content. So we're going to be talking about skin texture and the vitamin C and bakuchiol, right? So texture perfecting products. I share about what vitamin C does for the skin. I share about what the bakuchiol does for the skin. And then I put a picture of it. I got the picture from Pinterest, like stock photos. If you don't have something, you can get your stock photos from a chat. You can get it from a Telegram. You can get it from Pinterest, whatever. I didn't have this photo, and I just took one from Pinterest, right? So I saw somebody post this, and I screenshotted it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it in an iPad, right? The allure. This is somebody doesn't have to hear why they need bakuchiol from me, because they're gonna hear about it from an expert, right? This is a way to utilize third-party validation when you're trying to like promote something. So the retinol, right? Retinol has earned its reputation as a skin favorite ingredient in skincare products. You can find vitamin A derivative in every variation, including moisturizers, eye creams, and the hydrating toner. Topical retinoid is perhaps the best studied ingredient we have on the market to help stimulate collagen, strengthen the skin foundation, and minimize the appearance of fine lines and pores. The guy who's telling us this is the director of cosmetic and clinical research in dermatology at Mount Sinai Hospital. It's also great for clearing up acne. This is a great third-party validation for why people should be using bakuchiol, right? I don't have to sit here and explain it to them because this screenshot does it for me. So what do? I show my transformation, right? I show my before and after. I could even add the date, like the date here, or like the time that elapsed between these. Then I write, take my free skin consultation for a personalized routine. And in the next slide, or even on this page, I can link it using the link sticker, right? It can be that simple. It can be super, super simple. It doesn't have to be like a long, drawn out thing. The last thing I wanted to share with you guys is this. I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's something that I recently started doing, but I have found that I have lost VIP customers like on some sales because I sent them a voice note and they didn't hear it, so like they were at work and they couldn't listen to the voice note and they forgot about it. So instead of signing up in that sale, I had to wait for them to sign up. So this is something I started doing. I created a hair care plan where they have a visual that has a breakdown of the products that I recommend to them in a description. So I have the in-shower routine, I have the treatment products, the styling products. It could be that I just give them a shampoo and conditioner. I give them a shampoo, conditioner, mask, whatever. However you want to break it down, however many products you want to do, you can do it. I also have like my site and my Instagram handle at the bottom there, right? Plus like the OFY of the month, right? So this is an old example, but I like to put their name in the top, right? You can do this however you want. Not only does it help them because let's say they don't sign up at a sale, and I'm following up. Maybe the time passes, they forgot what I recommended them, right? Maybe the voice notes aren't there, or like maybe it's so far back that they can't see it. They have this to reference where they can read it. They don't have to worry about sorting through anything. Plus, let's say they say, okay, well, I'm going to start with the shampoo, the conditioner, and that treatment spray, right? Now they know for their second and their third flagship, they're going to get the oil for the second flagship. And for the third flagship, they're getting the split end mender, the hair leave-in, and the air dry cream, right? Your work is done for you, right? So you have this saved in Canva when you do it for each of your clients, and they have a copy. But you don't have to be stressing about, oh my God, like I need to go through the quiz. I need to go through our things. How am I going to organize this? This is all here in one place for you, and you don't have to worry about it. So I wanted to share this because I've also seen a lot of like directors or a lot of like VIP queens, as I call them, doing live hair consults on Instagram. So this is something that you can do in your story. So like, oh, I got a hair quiz and the person has an oily scalp, they have dead ends, they have damaged hair. So I'm going to give them this, and that, right? You do another example and people are going to be like, oh my God, wait, I got an oily scalp. I have dead ends. I have chemically treated hair. Like, I need that, right? What would you do for me? They can kind of like see themselves in those consults you do. So that's why I wanted to share it, because you can also utilize this as like a content strategy, right? I just got a hair quiz in. I wanted to show you guys like what I'm giving. I've noticed Sam, I don't know if you guys know who Sam Hodges is, Sam Gomes Hodges. She's been doing that. Today she posted like her quiz. She's like, oh, I just set up this new client and I gave him this, and that for XYZ pain point. And it gets her more customers, you know, because you're sharing with people and people are like, oh shit, like I have that. I need those products. So I just, I like the idea. I'm going to be sharing these templates with you, but does anybody have any questions?
I do.
Okay, what's up?
Sorry. The last one that you just showed. So is that something to get a VIP, or that's once you have them that you send them like, okay, this is going to be your, because I know you said that they can see it and they're going to know to set it up for the next flagship. So is that once they're a VIP already?
So I do this when somebody takes my quiz and I'm gonna sign them up as a VIP. Like, you know how you usually are like, oh, okay, so I saw your quiz and I see you have like oily scalp, so I recommend you the scalp scrub because it deeply cleanses and purifies, right? Instead of doing that, I've just been sending them this, right? Because I've noticed like maybe I have 10 or maybe I have 5 voice notes. And one time it happened to me that the girl was working and she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was at work, I didn't hear it. And she missed the flash sale, right? So like after that, I was like, okay, I need a better way of doing this where I'm not sending paragraphs. And I was like, wait, let me do a template in Canva. And it worked perfectly because they don't have to, like, she read the thing, she heard the voice notes later and she's like, oh my God, I wish I listened to that. You explained everything perfectly. And I was like, man, I could have had a VIP sale. So this works a lot better now for me. And I find like I've done it with my team and it helps them because some VIPs, like you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to put the oil or whatever, but they don't know what to get the next time. So when you have it like this, like they already know, okay, I already bought my Renew shampoo, I bought my smoothing deep conditioner, and I bought my mask, right? I got my free product, my oils for my next flagship. Now, what does she recommend me that I don't have, right? And then they're gonna look and do this. Obviously, if you have a great relationship with your VIPs, you can continue that dialogue with them. But I have some VIPs that don't answer me, and I have some VIPs that I never hear from. So this is a great like template frame that you can be like, hey, these are the products that you need. And then they can even see like, oh my God, that thing she recommended me is on sale this weekend. Let me go grab the flagship. And it kind of helps them be a little bit more self-sufficient too, I think, which I like.
Yeah, I have done this kind of similar actually. And it's pretty nice. I have presented as a 3, 6, and 9 month plan.
Yeah.
So I'm already making their flagship accounted for. So I present, hey, these are all your options. However, this is the plan that I recommend for you to start with the first 3 months. And as soon as you get your first flagship, this is the next order that you should take in order to move forward with your hair. However, I need like to keep the communication, see your progress, send me pictures before and after, whatever. So you get to change anything if needed. Trick that you can do with that haircut plan, if you tend to do it, what you can do is make like an info card of each product. It's gonna take time, but it's a one-time process. Do it for every single product. Google, let me see if I can, wait. I think I have it here. Can I share my screen? Yeah. I started mine to do it this way, but I'm just gonna show you. Now I need the other one, wait.
Oh, I just did it again.
Oh, it's okay. It's me that I'm in both.
So that's what Denise is talking about. I actually learned from Christy Stone. She was like, oh, you share hair care plan because you think long term versus like when I first started, I would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put you on this system, not realizing that your hair needs to be addressed differently as the weather changes, right? Maybe, or even as you finish system. So like, for example, the intensive hair is something very common that like when somebody finishes that, some people feel like it dries out their hair a little, so maybe they need to transfer to a hydration line, right? And not necessarily buy the intense repair line again, right? Maybe somebody can continue on that line. Maybe they would, now that we have damage repair, because like new products come out every now and then, maybe they want to change to something else, and there's a better option for them. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's kind of that idea of like, oh, this is a journey. Like, this is a process that I'm gonna be with you here for. I care very deeply. Instead of it's like, oh yeah, it's a one and done. Because I mean, I've had people like that too, where like for when we had the restructuring line didn't work for me, and I'm like, boo boo, like this is a process, you know, like your hair doesn't heal overnight.
That's right. I'm gonna show you, this is a trick that you can use for your haircut plan. When you make it, have this setup. I'm on Canva, by the way. Set up these folders. I'm gonna start, I don't know, with wellness. And what I have here is basically, this is just the frame, but I'm gonna share it. I have like info cards. I have the products. These are PNG pictures of the products. You can Google Monade vegan protein PNG, and it's gonna show up the picture with the background already removed. Save it and put it here. I did the same for each product. And then what you can do is write the info on the benefits. How it's gonna, wait, I wanna get out of here, wait. Oh my goodness.
I think can you escape on the keyboard?
That's what I'm trying to do. I always have troubles in this. So you get to actually make info cards, and what you can do is set it up so you get to share with your customers, your actual customers, info about the products and why they need them if they haven't tried them. And then you can use the same info, maybe tweak a little bit the text and save it without the background, paste it basically on the haircare plan template, and you have it already done. Like, you don't have to redo all the information. Just copy that with the background removed on the haircare plan, because you already have the information for your clients. Do it for their potential client the same.
I like that. I like that a lot. And it just like, I feel like I like the idea of exposing people to different stuff, because like, you know, I've had people who like, they start with the shampoo, the conditioner, like the blowout cream, and they're like, oh, but I love what the shampoo and conditioner has done for me. And I'm like, yeah, but you need the other products, right? Because it works for you now, but like, for example, like I'm a huge believer everybody needs the oil. Like, everybody needs to be doing weekly oil treatments, like, and if you get the oil, you need something to wash it out with. Like, you need the scalp scrub, or you need the black shampoo. So it's like that kind of idea, right? Plus, it also helps you get to introduce them to more stuff, right? Introduce your hair clients to skincare and wellness. Introduce your wellness clients to hair care and skincare, and introduce your skincare clients to wellness and hair care, right? That way they get a little taste of everything, because you never know what somebody needs. So yeah, that's why, I mean, I only do this with hair care, like the plan, but I honestly, like, I really love it. I really do, you guys. Plus, I have like a VIP for my I have a VIP suite on Facebook for my VIPs, and in there I actually create a lot of content just for them. But sometimes, like, after a few months, I'll post that content on my my feed on IG, or vice versa, like different things I do. Like, I posted something that was like how to winterize your hair, and everybody's like, this is so cute. I was like, you guys, Money did a live on this. Like, this was like Kelly Durant sharing a whole bunch of tips, and her live, I ended up just making a carousel on Canva with it. So it's like, that's what I mean when I say like my content isn't original, because it's not stuff that like, don't get me wrong, stuff lives in my brain because I grew up reading 17 magazine, but like, it's really that the company gives us so much value, or like we learn so many things from different directors, And it's a way of making it your own, right? And then I can do that on a story. I can make that a reel, you know, like you can repurpose it. You could post that reel on TikTok. It doesn't have to be super, super complicated. You just have to make your content work for you. So yeah. Anybody else have any questions before we end?
Let me see the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. Lynette, if you don't find the PNGs for some reason, which I found every single one on Google, if you don't find them, just take whatever picture is like the most basic that doesn't have too much distractors behind. And on Canva, if you have Canva Pro, you can remove it, or go to remove background website and you can remove it from there, download that picture and put it on Canva. I hope that explains it. Like there's other ways if you don't find the PNG. Yeah, keep in mind that that Adri said, like, you can repurpose and recycle content. It will save you so much time. And that goes not only for information that you type on your stories, you can put it then on your feed, you can put it on Reels. From Reels, you can put it on TikTok. This is repurposing. Then you can recycle. Get that same content that you did like 2 months ago and put it back up, share it again. If you have it on video form, like a live or a reel, reshare that thing. You don't have to do it again. Just reshare that if it's still relevant, and it will save you so much time, still bringing value.
That is so true. And guys, actually, I didn't share this on the other call, but I want to share this now because I don't know how many of you know who Brock Johnson is, but he's like a Instagram growth guru, whatever. He's really great. He was like, oh, like, you guys don't understand how many things I just I repost, right? So like from months ago, I just like took the same thing and reposted it because nobody's thinking about it. So I was on IG last night. Yeah, he is. So I was on IG last night and I saw like another Money Girls transformation to like a trending song, and I literally took a reel I made on my hair care transformation and I saved it to my camera roll, and what I did was like I recorded a quick video, and let me share my screen so I could show you, and I literally used the same reel to make a new reel. So let me see. Am I a host? Or can you share host with me?
Yeah, I'll make you host.
Sorry. Guys, the technical difficulties. I think Mercury is still in retrograde with the technical difficulties we had earlier. So this reel I posted last night, right? And it's like, Taylor Swift, are you ready for it? So I don't know if you can hear it actually.
No.
Oh, wait, wrong thing. Where am I? Oh. Let me show you.
Are you ready for it?
This reel right here, that it's not your hair, it's your hair products, the before and after. I made that reel months ago. But last night I recorded the Are You Ready for It in the beginning. Like, and I used the same thing and it's a new reel, and I slapped this video on for my hair this week with this little transformation.
Are you ready for
it? That's nothing. The majority of the reel was already made. You know, so if you have, I'm going to challenge you guys. If you have a before and after reel of your hair, I want you to take it and remake the same reel, right? Do a little, are you ready for it? Put your hand over the camera, shorten it, put that reel of your before and after to, like, you could do this in InShot or you could do this in the Reels app. And then add like the most recent hair video that you have in your camera. If you want to go the extra mile in InShot, there's a picture in picture feature where you can add that like before and after that I did. This, let me see if you guys can see it at the end where I show like the actual before and after. Let me see if I can show it. This picture right here where like my hair was crazy and then my hair was nice. That's an unfold template that I used. What did I do? I saved it to my camera roll I cropped it, and then I used the picture-in-picture feature in Shop, right? I clipped it all together, and boom, it's a new reel. But I spent 5 minutes. I spent 5 minutes making it. It took me longer to be like, "Are you ready for it?" Covering it with my hand, than it took me to edit the whole reel. And guess what? It was already done. It's content I made 2 months ago that I reused, and then I get to reshare this every flash. I get to reshare this every time I want a new hair client, and stuff like that. So it's really like it's that simple. A lot of us overthink it, and we don't have to. I'll put my IG in the chat.
For the
A lot of us
transformations,
overthink it, and we don't have to. Like it's really that easy.
yeah, for the transformation, girls, you can like go make an IG highlight of your transformation, even if you're gonna delete it after because you don't like the way it looks, the highlight. Make the highlight, searching all your stories that you see like the most obvious pictures of your hair transformation or skin transformation, whatever you want to showcase, and then record the screen on your phone. Download the app if you don't have it, that is Go Record. It will allow you to record the screen on your phone, iPad, whatever you have. And then what you're gonna do, go to your highlight and start skipping. Let it roll a little bit, skip it. Save that. Cut the parts that you don't want, cut the frame of the battery life on your phone and whatever that you don't want people to see. Upload it to InShot, edit it as you want, add the text that you want, put it on Reel, add the music, and it's everything from your highlights. That's one thing. Then you can do the same, scrolling on your IG feed. Scroll your IG feed and start clicking to make pop like the picture, only the pictures that you want to showcase. This was me like 2 years ago when I started this journey. This is me in between. This is the community that I have built. This is the change of my hair you can see here. This is me now. Where it's gonna take me after, and whatever. You have another one just by scrolling your feed. Go to your IG lives. You have them already there. Record the screen on what you're talking. Do like a compiled video on all your lives, like short forms of that lives, and just upload it, put a song over it, and people is gonna see the change on how you express yourself or how your hair is looking. Another reel.
So Friendly is an app that you can use in the App Store where you can like save your content. So you can save other people's content. I use it to save my own content on like IG and Instagram. But the idea that you just gave me was that I've seen somebody do before is like they've taken their lives, their potential lives, and they share, like let's say they did it with their team. They use that as a recruitment reel. So like what has money given to you? And they take a few seconds from each live that they did with somebody on their team, and boom, it's a recruitment reel, right? Short form, you made long form video, short form video. So I honestly love that idea, going back to your lives. And that's a way that you can repurpose, recycle content. And you don't have to necessarily be like, oh team, we need to get together, we need to have a content day, send me your stuff, like, because that can end up taking longer. Use what you already have access to, I mean, you could 100% do that, like have your team send videos, you could do a cute reel together. But it's different ways to present the same information, and people are gonna be like, oh my god, I never seen that before. I never caught that live, so now I'm learning something new. So these are just ideas, take what sticks with you, but definitely like take advantage of it, because it's something I honestly, I love teaching about content, because I'm somebody like, guys, when a flash show used to drop, I used to sit there for 2 hours doing content. Now my content is done in 20 minutes, max an hour, and that's me being distracted. That's what I'm saying. Like content creation, it doesn't necessarily have to be hard. You definitely get better with practice, but like make it work for you. So if nobody else has questions, or if anybody else has questions, you can put them in the chat. But thank you, ladies, so much for joining us today. I had a pleasure doing this call with you, Denise, and seeing all of your beautiful faces. Shoot a message, like if you guys are in the WhatsApp chat, shoot a message, and we'll see you on the next call. Have a beautiful night.
Bye-bye.